Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Right there, 54.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. To throw is Jackson. He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Garoppolo now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 65 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we
San
go.
Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
a 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Garoppolo again. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
12, fellas, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Just like that. Just like that.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go, here we go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
12, fellas, here we go.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On second down, a run with Breida. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Two.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
X3, 218.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is born. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
No move to get the offense off the field here.
21.
They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
21. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Get ready.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at At the least, keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Towards the end zone for Brown. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Jackson on third and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is Ingram on first and 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats them on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Garoppolo. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 45 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went. Nope.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go, D.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. Got the connection here to Bourne. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. One final try now for Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.